Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. Price analysis on some altcoins today. We'll start off with Bitcoin and Ethereum, just check out some of those key levels, and then we'll take a look at some altcoins. A few requested by you guys. So we'll start off with a Bitcoin chart here. And we've done a decent rise, to be honest. I mean, all the way from the bottom down here at 15,486. We've had a good bounce all the way up to 21,600. That's a considerable amount from them lows down there to highs. We jumped up around $6,000, which is equivalent of 39%. So that's a decent rise. Lots of people considering whether this is anything substantial or is it actually just a trap. And at some point, you're going to get the bottom formed. Whether that's now or whether that's, 6 months' time. I'm more inclined to say we have peaked the bottom, but there's nothing to say we will not retest that again. So far, it has been a bear market rally, and there's nothing to say against that so far. And as you can see, we've come into a solid level of resistance, which is here, and that is an area where the price is struggling to get back above. I think if we do start breaking above there and pushing up, then you're going to look at 24, 25k, around that mark there, and probably get a rejection off this region here, around 22, 23k, but I'm more inclined to say over the course of the next 2 to 6 weeks, we are going to see some pressure building on Bitcoin, and this is luring people in, but I don't think it's substantial enough to lure more people in. People are still waiting for a drop. I think if you see a price pushing up towards this region here, you're really going to start to see some FOMO, and then we'll start to get a push up. So I'm looking for something like this over the course of let's put a bit of a line on the chart here. Where's my horizontal? Vertical line. So what are we now? We are now on the 19th of Jan. 6 weeks will probably take us, mid-March. So let's have a look around this point here. In fact, let's just do it to end of March. Let's have that line in the sand there. What if something like this happens? We start to get a push up, rejection off this region, and people still are not convinced. We then push up towards 29, 30k. Will that convince people? I think it will. I think a push up in towards this level of resistance would do things good. And then we start coming back down, trickle down, and then who knows? We could come retest those lows again mid next year. Depends how far we come low. Or we could just use some of these support levels and bounce off this region here around 20k. 20k is that level in the past, which has been a monumental key level. It has been a previous all-time high. So for me, that could be a scenario too. We could push up towards 30k and even have a slam back down to 20k, or a nice gradual one into a year. I think a slam back down to 20k is my most preferred option. It would just wreck everybody. And then over the course of the next hour or long, we head towards that halving, and Bitcoin then pushes on and goes to new all-time high. So that's my thoughts. I think that this could be the bottom. I'm going to put my neck out on the line there, and I think it will be. There's that possibility that it gets retested again, but I don't think we'll go lower than that. It has been a hefty drop, and it has pretty much hammered a lot of people. So this is what I'm thinking over the course next 2 to 6 weeks. I think we do get a push up towards 30k. Bring those non-believers and those bears to think, right, is it time to buy? So that's my thoughts. Might not happen, but you know what happens with Bitcoin usually happens the opposite to what you think. So I'm looking at levels at 24k and 29k for some profit taking on Bitcoin. Ethereum, I've got a few key levels marked up here. Obviously we've got 2k up here around that wick, but we're looking at 1709 third level to get through these weekly levels, and then look at that up there at $2,300 is another level where I think we will see some consolidation. Probably get rejection off there and then come back up towards 2,300. I think if Bitcoin does rally, then there's a good chance that Ethereum will have a solid push up too. In terms of buys, if you want to look at buying some now, we can just zoom right into the current move. If we do get a pullback before we get any major push to the upside, then you're going to look at 1,400, 1,300 and 1,247 levels to buy. But that's my thoughts on Bitcoin really. Whatever happens with Bitcoin, I do think that Ethereum will follow it. And in turn, I think the rest of the market will follow it. And just taking a look at some other assets, I never really cover XRP, but I feel like there's just a little bit of a move on the table. So we'll take a look at that. I'm currently in a bit of a long position, slightly underwater. But as you can see, we have formed a head and shoulders pattern here. If you look at this, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. I'm looking for a breakout, to be honest. I'm looking for a push up towards towards this region up here, where I've mentioned before. Look at that, it was a major support level in the past, support level there, and I think that's an area where the price hopefully can push up to. Like I say, I'm in a bit of a long position now from current prices, and I am targeting up towards this region. So I'm in a long, slightly underwater, a couple of percent, but I'm looking for a 40% move. I'm 7x leverage on that. I've got quite a tight stop loss, to be honest. I think stop loss is around this wick here at 36 cents, currently at 38 cents. So hopefully don't get wicked out before I push up. But XRP, yeah, I'm looking for a bit of a push up, to be honest. I think the price has consolidated for too long down in this region. It has formed that nice pattern there, so that's something I'm looking for. I mean, if you're looking for buys and my stop loss gets hits and you're looking down towards these regions, then you could look at buys on these Fibonacci levels at 37 and 36 and 34 cents down at those levels. But major support down here are down at 33 cents. So if Bitcoin does pull back, then you're going to see levels come down to 33 and 32 potentially down there. So that's XRP covered. Hopefully we do get a breakout there. Somebody been talking about Luna recently. I'm not a fan of Luna at all, but I've opened a long on Luna. I did close one and then I opened another. I'm just waiting for his breakout of this level here, and I'm looking to target around the top of his wicks at $3, but I'm not going to talk about that too much. RSR, another asset I cover a lot, and last video I said, look, we need to break out of this level at 3.5. That has broke out of there, so RSR, you are looking to take profit at around 0.044. Up here is a big level, up at about 0.5 cent, and I'm not really taking any profit, to be honest, until we get up to this region here at 1.1 cent. My average buy is around this equilibrium around here, so yeah, I'm looking at around 1.1 cent to potentially take some profit up at that region. FRM, another asset I'm accumulating. We had a good rally yesterday. I think it pushed up around 15%, which sold back off into it. That's had a decent rally so far from them lows to the highs within a 46% rise. It's another asset I'm accumulating. Metis, I'm still waiting for a breakout on this, to be honest, but it's actually dumped so far. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this trend line. I'm hoping we're going to come back up and retest it, but it's not actually got there and it's dumped. So really, for any type of bullish price action, we need a price still to push up towards this level, another 4%. Then when it gets above that level there, we'll probably look for a retest, and then we'll enter a long position, and then hopefully we'll go up and target this X here, up at 23. My average actually on the investment levels is around here at 24, and the major taking profit regions, if we just zoom out, are up here for Metis. I've got, on my daily time frame, two big levels where I'm going to be taking substantial profit off Metis. That's at 31 and 48. Fingers crossed we do get there, because I mean, profit is king. I will be massively up on my average buys from there. I won't be selling them all, probably selling 20 to 40% of my holdings on Metis there, because like I say, I think Bitcoin is going to push up, and I think we're going to get a pullback at some stage. Whether it's a sharp pullback or a long drawn out pullback, not too sure yet, but I don't care. I'll be taking profit on the way up. So we've covered a few assets there. Just one final one, DOT, which is now a security. Not a security, a software that is now broken out of this long-term downtrend here since May. Where now, look at that, we've tapped it, then we broke out, retested it. I'm honestly thinking we're going to go up for some nice rallies here. So if you're looking for profits, that's going to be the first profit level at 750. Then you got another profit level at 960, and then up here at 1095. So TP, remember, if you've been staking your Polkadot for the last year, you're going to have a lot of rewards. So use these levels to sell your rewards and basically free money. But that's it. That's my thoughts on the market today. Hopefully we started to get some rallies beyond what's happened so far. Just beware of those pullbacks. Remember, this is just my thoughts, my opinion. It's not financial advice, and that's just some thoughts. There's many thoughts out on crypto Twitter. If you look, there's people who are completely bearish, completely bullish. I still think at the moment it is a bear market rally. There's nothing otherwise to signify that we are in any type of bullish uptrend yet. But I think if the price did push up towards 30k, I think you'd start to get a few people switch their bias, and that's probably when the markets would then pull back and make you think twice about those buys. But for me, I'm in some positions on altcoins. I'm in some long positions on XRP, and EGLD, Multiverse XMN along on that too. But yeah, that's my thoughts today. If you are new to this channel, then please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.